What is internal misalignment and how do you know it when you see it? I'm going to whiteboard it for you in 60 seconds or less. So here's a real simple example of a major decision at the executive level that can reveal whether or not you're aligned. And I'll give you an example of what misalignment looks like. Let's look at a decision around a deployment of new technology that's going to standardize your global processes. You're going to have one set of business processes, one common platform, and you're all going to run your business the same across multiple locations. Over here on the other extreme of the spectrum is decentralized flexible processes. So let's say you grew through acquisitions, you've acquired all these different companies, entered new markets, and they're all going to operate their business differently. As an executive team, we have to decide where on this continuum do we want to fall. But we start with where do we think we are today? And a lot of times when you ask, let's say, a team of 7 executives, you get 7 different answers of where they think you are in the business. So I'll use blue to determine where we are today. And a lot of times if you map on a spectrum where executives think they fall, they can't even get alignment on the current state. I'll just make sure this says 7 here. And I'm making it oversimplified here to show an even distribution, but a lot of times what you see is we can't even agree where we are today, and then in red I'll highlight where we're headed in the future. It might be that we're all over the map here too. People think that they want different things out of the technology deployment, and they're clearly not on the same page. Now this is really important because it shows that we're misaligned as a team, not only in terms of where we are today, but where we're headed. But it also shows that there's a gap between where we are today and where we want to go in the future. So the bigger this gap between where we start and where we move is going to influence and affect the pace of change and the magnitude of change that we have within the organization. So understanding this level of alignment is really important because this feeds everything from your plan, your budget, your strategy. Everything falls and flows from this alignment. And if you can't get aligned at the executive level, your project team cannot succeed. They just won't succeed because you're not aligned. They're not going to be aligned with you because you're not aligned. So you've got to get this alignment first before you can have a realistic plan, a budget, or a realistic strategy. If your software vendor is giving you a plan despite this, that tells you they're just simply guessing as to what the project's going to look like.